What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your baby J-Jack in the building. Kerry Cooper in the building. Jeff Bulls in the building. And Thawed News. What's up with you fellas?
Going on.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, man. And we got our second. This is our second episode of Thawed News. Study. Trying to straighten the camera out. This is our second episode of Thawed News. And what we're trying to bring is more just some news events and current events that we see. If y'all see some, leave them in the comments that y'all wanted to speak on. So I think y'all learned, if y'all watched the first episode, then y'all already got a chance to learn more about us and learn a little bit about our talking points. If you haven't, go and check that first one out. And all I can say is, hey, let's talk about some news. What's some news events that y'all done seen, fellas, or what y'all want to get into?
I know you. Only thing I've been seeing all this week, when I pick out my head from homework, this recently was like the Fannie Mae stuff, man. I think that's a wild case. I've been trying to figure that out for myself. Is how that whole dynamic work. How you go from being the darling to being the scapegoat. That kind of happened quickly with her. I still think somebody got a hold of her information, and in order to save Trump or whoever she's supposed to be prosecuting, they leaked all her information out. Now she, whatever she working on is doomed to fail. So, I think that's gonna get a lot of people out of shit. Just her being in that situation.
I mean, yeah. And
I feel bad for her because of the way they did her. I feel like she was targeted. Definitely for something like that to be coming out. She was definitely targeted because I ain't saying that she should be doing what she was doing, but for anybody to be able to find out that easy, that was concerted effort for that to be found out by everybody.
Yeah,
somebody leaked.
Yeah. Oh, of course. You talking about top level politics, man. You talking about big money folks.
Yeah.
Very powerful people. Oh yeah. It was definitely intentional. Definitely on purpose. But it looks like she won out basically. Because, they basically came to a compromise and she was allowed to continue. So she spoke up for herself and, ultimately she won out.
Yeah. I'm just be trying to figure out what the ultimate goal there was, like what happened in the background that we ain't gonna get privy to. What got changed, as far as how she going after whoever she going after. But that really made me. That was a head scratcher for me because I was like, well, I don't understand how she was so popular and everybody was patting her on the back and whatever. Then all of a sudden I looked up and the same people that were patting her on the back was putting her out there. So I wonder, I'll be wondering who bad side.
Don't take much.
Yeah, who bad side she got on.
Yeah, it don't take
much at all. But I think what happened was, when it was looking bad for her, her side was ready to throw her under the bus. Like, all right, we got to get her out the way because, we got to get Trump out of here. That was their thing. Like, so if she in the way, if she a distraction, we going to throw her under the bus real quick. You know what I mean?
But she made out. At least they didn't do it like they did them cats in Tennessee. When I was in Nashville, when they found out, the officials there in the city was taking money and going on trips and having orgies with the money and shit and doing all type of weird shit with the money. They got. I think some of them ended up going to jail behind it.
Yeah. So
if she made out, if they know that she was splurging like that and she made out, then that's what's up. But that ain't. I don't know if y'all been noticing that a lot of the black mayors of these towns and stuff are having all these issues. It's like they all having the same struggle at the same time, and it make me think about the fact that they put people in these positions and then they create a lot of chaos, so they don't have to refill them with us anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It just goes to show, you know what I mean, the type of opposition that we're up against.
yeah,
And I think sometimes we lose sight of it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because we're in a different time now, and it's seemingly we ain't in the olden days anymore. So folks, we're a lot more comfortable and not realizing that we still got the same enemy, and they ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like we get
yeah.
comfortable. You know what I'm saying? We didn't. A lot of us made it to middle class, or so we think. You know what I mean? And we get comfortable, man, and you can't. In the system of white supremacy, man, you can't because you know what I mean. As the late great Notorious Big said, more money, more problems.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, because like
And
I was saying,
politics.
it seemed like they went and found a bunch of incompetent people that look like us, let them have a little bit of power, and gave them a bunch of lead, gave them a bunch of rope, and just let them all start hanging themselves. So then it may seem like next time when you come through, they say, we want to put this person that look like you and me in the position. They were like, man, last time we did that with y'all, man, look what y'all did. I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of that going on.
Well, you got to remember the politics is worse than a street game. I don't even know why they don't even say
Yeah.
it, but that's
Yeah.
something that can get you took out the game quicker than probably he breathing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it get real treacherous. It can get real treacherous, and a lot of times you can see a great young career button up,
Mm-hmm.
and it just did it. Like they probably even disappear. Like I don't even want to.
Hey,
Don't even go
they so
find me.
dirty because out there in Houston, Sheila Ralph Lee, you know, um, I guess they had made an agreement with another young lady. I can't remember the young lady name now. That okay, we're gonna let you run for the local, Houston politics, and Cheryl Ralph Lee, we're gonna try to take on whatever it was she just got done running for, and they told her they didn't want her. So basically, once Cheryl Ralph Lee or whatever her name is, she lost this last race. She came and undercut the young lady and went to run right back for that seat that she was supposed to give up. You know what I'm saying? And I was just J-Jack saying that just made me think about how dirty. That just made me think about that situation when you talk about how dirty they are. You know what I'm saying? But we talk about that too. I was having a conversation with my girl about not only that is like on all our levels, man. Like the elder class of people don't want to give up, don't want to get out the way.
Yeah, that make it bad for politics, especially for the youth, because so many stuck on wanting what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. What the people have to do when they trying to judge or who they gonna vote for is trying to decipher who is the ones that's just I gotta get this. I want to change this policy. I want to put my footprint on this. I want to do that. It's like, are you doing this for us or are you doing it for you when you gone for people to remember you and say what you did?
Yeah, they do. I had said that too. A lot of them, they don't care what happened as long as they can leave that legacy. You know what I'm saying? Their legacy is left. Don't you be damned though. If that legacy worked for 15 people and they could put the 15 people out front, the several thousand that it affected adversely will never be mentioned. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's a lot of them. A lot of them want to leave a mark anywhere it go, whether it's a good mark or a bad mark. They just want to leave a mark.
Yeah.
I
think
before you speak on that, Jeff. Hey, one thing. Hey, shout out to everybody that's watching. We got 6 right now. Whatever platform you're watching, appreciate y'all. Well, right now we're talking about news and we're talking about politics. Some of the things that done happen in there. If you're just coming in and joining us, that's what we is. We're talking about some of the politics that's going on right now in the game, nationally and locally. So salute to y'all if y'all just popping in and you want to hear some politics. That's what we're doing. We're going to talk about politics, and that might take up most of the show right now because politics is really hot right now. It's really budding, it affects you. It affects your wages. It affects your living, your children. That when we gone these days in politics, it affect everything. So salute to you for watching, for checking us out on the Thawed News. We're gonna get back to talking this politics. So Jeff, I didn't mean to cut you off, but just to anybody watching, that's what we on right now. We're talking politics. So, Jeff, my bad. What you got, bro?
Oh, I was just gonna bring up something that we don't really talk about, and and this is more of a internal thing with Black folks. I, you know what I mean? What Kerry just brought up, with these leaders in these different big cities. When you think about the mayor of Chicago, mayor of Atlanta, you know what I mean? All these, the mayor of New York City, you know what I mean? Like, who's a black mayor? All these black mayors, man. You're talking now. You get into the class conversation. You know what I mean? And you got a lot of black people in a certain, middle to upper class that look down on people in poverty, black people especially.
True.
And so how they, operate in politics reflects that. You know what I mean? You look at an Atlanta that's ran by black people, but what are they doing? They approved Cop City. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to look at that, and wonder why that is. It's because you get into classism, man. You got a certain boule of black folks that don't care about, poor black folks. Matter of fact, they want our folks locked up just like anybody else.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's how they get it. I think that's how they get I think that's their pathway into national politics too.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying? That's
there.
their path. That's their pathway into the big game.
Yeah. On both sides.
Yeah.
Because you look at some of them Negroes on the Republican side, they even worse. You know what I'm saying? Like they go into an initiation.
Jeff, don't
like,
hold nothing back,
people?
bro. Hold nothing
You
back,
hate
bro.
black people? Okay, you in.
Yeah. That professional managerial class is full of
on the worst ones.
Yeah, people who don't really I ain't gonna say they got their interests are bad, but their interests certainly don't reflect the rest of our, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On that topic, so on that note, I know Jeff ready. On that note, Biden was just in Saginaw. I seen some videos. I guess videos. It was so many state boys, so many police. It was everywhere.
Maybe 20 minutes late for class yesterday.
Yeah, he affected everybody, gas, everything. You know what I mean? For them to come down there. So, what was y'all first initial thoughts? When did y'all hear about?
I know he was coming too. Like my girl told me, like before I went to class, and I was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Okay." And like I said, I read right into it. You know what I'm saying? So my first time even hearing about Biden even being in the city yesterday was around 3:00. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it must have been real hush because, bro, if y'all know, like I know, that Saginaw Public Watch Group, don't nothing get past that group, sir. Okay, nothing gets past that group, and that they didn't talk about it. And when they didn't talk about it in that group, I knew it was something weird in the game. Because I'm like, you mean that said white folks didn't know that Biden was coming? Them white folks know everything that's going on in the city.
Man.
Nobody knew.
You know what I'm saying? So
Jeff, when did you find out?
I actually knew earlier, and that's what kind of ticked me off. Because the original plan, you know what I mean? They don't do nothing, at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? As far as planning is concerned, the original plan was for Biden to come to Saginaw. Because I don't know if y'all seen it's a couple different articles that came out the week prior, where you had prominent Black elected officials put out op-eds about the Democratic Party not connecting with Black folks and not listening to our concerns. You know what I mean? Like there's a disconnect, and polling is showing that there's a disconnect, and so that was supposed to be his goal coming here. His whole reason for coming here was to address that and to meet with Black leaders at a Black church. You know what I mean? And at the last minute, they scrapped it. Yeah. And what you got yesterday is what they switched to, which it wasn't unexpected. It's, if anybody follows me, y'all know how I'm always on the Democratic Party. I hit them all the time. Yeah. Because, you know what I mean? Like people talk about racism in the Republican Party. Nah. Come on over here to the Democratic Party. Like you talk about racism, it's heavy. And
Yeah.
so it ticked me off in that way because it was just another, it was another instance of disrespect. You know what I mean? So you blow off the black folks, and instead you go to gentrification central in the cathedral district and meet with a bunch of liberal white folks. You know what I mean? Like, it pissed me off because of the symbolism of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it had me hot yesterday. Y'all know.
I believe. Yeah, we talked about it before that, and I'm gonna let you. We're gonna get more into that, Jeff. I just want to read Jimmy E. Green's comment. Salute to you, Jimmy E. Green. We don't want to leave you out. Any comments we want to address. So if you got comments, drop them in there. We probably get more deeper on it. We're gonna let Jeff blow off some steam too. You know what I mean?
That's my guy, Jimmy, right there. That's my guy.
Yeah, salute to Jimmy E. Green. He say, it was a wasted effort. Let me see. Hold on. It was a wasted effort to make that so small, considering how tight Michigan is. He need that to be a rally, not a barbecue. He need that to be a rally, not a barbecue.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, but the political strategist in me, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, they switched it because they didn't want him to catch them bullets. They didn't want him to catch that flag. And then you also got a bunch of protests going on about what's going on in Israel. You know what I mean? So, what's going on in Gaza, and so they're trying to avoid that too, because they were around the neighborhood too. They were waiting to have their signs. They was waiting, so they wanted it to be all fluff and just feel good and shake hands and all this and no resistance, no nothing. And they succeeded. They got him in, they got him out.
Got him out. Yeah. Almost a worthless visit. What'd you say, Kerry?
Yeah, it just like he was talking about them that liberals. I just had like a probably like a 2-hour debate with them people, man, about their position. And and about the position that they continue to take. And I'm like, I don't understand. You all continuing to think that belittling people and questioning people's intelligence in your actions and your words is going to bring anybody closer to your party. And the condescending nature of them came out. A lot of the racism come right out. When you start talking to these liberals for real, you'll see real quick that they don't really have any intention of helping us out in any way. We just kind of a means to an end for them. It's always a win with us. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
Like,
It seems like every so many years, Democrats and Republicans start switcherooing. They cater back and forth to different demographics based on who might win. Do you see that happening right now? The Republicans kind of catering more to, or a lot of times it'd be visually, or what people might see or feel, and that the Democrats are now starting to look like the old Democrats. The Republicans starting to look like, you know what I'm saying? Is it starting to another shift within?
I don't even think it's a shift. I think it's just everybody just becoming one little pack.
Well, they always been one. They always been one, but they go up and
what
down.
I'm saying is, it's to me, it's more visual now, because if you pay attention, then you always know that when they get done, they go have lunch together, whatever. But a lot of people aren't aware of that. A lot of people think politics is WWE, but they also don't know that WWE get a script every day, and it's and when they get out fighting, they all go get drunk together at the bar. But even in it, but now it's starting. The veil ain't so thick no more in that area. So now it's starting to be okay for people to start seeing that both of these sides have a lot of the same the same interests.
Right there is true, because WWE, it is. You might see the main event where the heel and the hero, but after it's over, they in the locker room, they might go out to dinner together. They gonna chop it up. Yeah, ain't no fighting in the back. That fight was for the crowd. when they go in the back, it's hey, it was a good show, man. You shouldn't have slammed me so hard though.
But I think that's what it is, and I don't think they really have the I don't really think they care to hide it as much as they used to.
Yeah, they don't. And so that brings us to the moment that we're in. And this is where I put on, you know what I mean? Like when you look at politics, you really, are into it. Like, I look at things from, where I'm at and then where they are. And so if I put on the Democratic Party hat, this is where I take us to task. Because if I'm the Democrats, if I put on the Democratic Party hat, I'll say, yeah, we did y'all like that. What y'all gonna do? I'm not gonna vote no different. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I take us to task. Because what you gonna do? Like they disrespected us again, just like they did 4 years ago, just like they did 4 years before that, and 4 years before that, and 4 years before that. At what point? Like, and that's what I posted on my Facebook yesterday. It's like, okay, when are you gonna take this disrespect as what it is and do something different? And that's when the people say, well, you're gonna vote for Trump. It ain't about him.
Yep, straight to Trump.
It's about your own self-respect.
What they gonna do when it ain't Trump no more? Then I wonder who they gonna move to then.
Yeah. Let me get into comment. Francisco Lee, shout out to you, bro.
What up, Pep?
Salute to you, bro. He said yes, he losing Michigan because what's going on in Israel. You win Michigan with Dearborn.
I'm glad he brought Dearborn up. I'm glad he did. Because what they just did and what they continue to do, they cut Biden off. They got a whole hashtag movement, never Biden. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? In the primary, this latest primary, you know what I mean? They voted uncommitted. They ain't vote for neither one.
No.
And that's something that we should be doing as Black folks. Like, no, I ain't got to vote for neither one of you. Number one, local politics is more important to us than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Local, then county, then state, then federal. Federal is last on our list. So why are we so pressed to vote for somebody that's disrespecting us all the time? Like, I say middle finger to the federal.
And to add to what you say, you so eager to vote for these people. Why they disrespect you? Nobody else got something pointed at them, and they got this sound horn pointed in the direction that told you that if you no voting, you don't get no ass if you don't vote for the Democrat as a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't pull up on Chico now and tell them that you got to boogie your butt to the poll. You know what I'm saying? They don't pull up on Ling them like that. They pull up on us with that shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't put their women on TV and tell the men to shut up and just get behind us and do what we say. You know what I'm saying? Don't even be a part of this discussion. You don't see none of them get on TV and say, oh, don't pay no attention to the other Black men and what they want as far as voting, because there are more important demographics than the Black man, even though I'm a Black man myself. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
I caught a lot of flack for I caught a lot of flack for pushing back on one of them slogans. You remember the win with Black women slogan?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Win with Black women, vote for Biden. I was like, how you gonna separate us like that?
Yeah.
Like we ain't separate. We Black men and Black women, we together. How you gonna separate us? You know what I mean? Like you creating a division. Like,
we the only ones that get that type of messaging. I'm sorry, J-Jack.
Yeah. Oh no, I always gotta. I know we gotta pause sometime. We gotta include the comment. So that's all I was trying to do is include the last comment that just came up. Jimmy E. Green, he dropped another one. He said he did the same thing in Detroit, not meeting with the Chaldean community.
Yep.
They'll make him pay for that, and they did in the primary by voting non-committed, which Jeff spoke on. So it fitted into what he was all speaking on. He said he can't lose one vote in Michigan.
No,
and Pep,
because Michigan with redistricting, you know what I'm saying, that happened a couple years ago where the maps got changed. So that's why all this political attention is in Michigan now, because y'all remember back in our day when we was younger, you know what I'm saying, Michigan, the 95th district was Democratic. That's what it was. Like, you know what I mean? Like you get, that's who won, but now those maps change. So now our area is a 50-50 district. So that's why he came here, because he can't, the margin's too tight. You know what I mean? But you still messed up because you ain't meet with black folks. So and just like down in Detroit, you know what I mean? They gonna make them pay. And if black folks had any pride, we'll make them pay too.
But they ain't. They gonna still vote for him because Trump or whatever the hell Trump's supposed to be doing. I don't really understand or know what he's supposed to be doing. I don't understand. He ain't, like I told him, we already had him for 4 years and he didn't do it then. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you think that he gonna get to do it now? Like, do we not have the same mechanisms in place or whatever?
Boogeyman politics,
I think that the race, or they feel, is so close that they going where they feel they can get the ones that's going to separate it, the ones and twosies, as we say. We might have them $100 bills and 20s, but don't throw the $1 bills away. And I think he's trying to say, okay, it's that close between our vote. Let me go get the ones and twosies.
I'm gonna tell you how slick Trump is. This is how slick Trump is. Now, 4 years ago, he was talking about make America great again. This man got on TV. He read the room. He already know that he got black people who up in the air about shit. He said, okay, so I know last time I offended y'all with make America great again. So how about we do this? Since I know it hasn't been great for y'all, how about we just make America great for everybody? You know what I'm saying? But you know what? They don't even show that part of the speech because that scared them, because they don't have a person that can read the room and switch directions and gears like that.
That's why I hate to say, I know it's a lot of stuff that come with Trump, right?
But yeah, it is. It is.
If you really know or watch Trump, he was a Democrat first, went to Republican. I think he was something else before that. He a shift changer. Like you said about that, he's a businessman. Businessman. You know what I mean? So when you watch him, that's why a lot of Republicans be scared of him. They look at him and be like, man, are you really Republican? Are you really going, oh no, hold on, we voting for you. Oh, wait a minute, you just flipped on us again. Hold on. So you got Republicans that want Trump out or to hate Trump, or because they don't feel like he gonna stick with what they plan was. But at the same time, he reshifting that whole Republican Party to where you almost feel like it is the party of the people almost again, maybe. Almost.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be convincing people
that
you're the best choice.
But they still got people fighting, and it's still Republicans fighting that. You know what I mean? They got, each party has about 30 parties within it.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
So those fights, it's like people want him in there, but they all skeptical. The normal person skeptical of Trump, the rich person skeptical.
Yeah.
Skeptical, but they still love him, but they still like, he got everybody on edge. Like, should I? It's kind of hard when you put him up against Biden because they feel like Biden gonna win those votes.
Well, they make it easy for Trump because they don't have a message and they refuse to have a message. They don't even want competition. They just want people to just crown them the champion. They don't want to put in no work. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everything that they doing tells you that they don't want to put in no work.
Oh, absolutely.
They so used to winning with us. They so used to going and pulling out a pork chop in a bottle of hot sauce and that being enough. You know what I'm saying? I can play my sax at TV and dance like James Brown a little bit, show them I got some rhythm. They gonna vote for me. They don't really care what I do for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how they look at us. Bro, you have to think about the fact. This is always gonna blow my mind to me. This is always gonna blow my mind about this administration. They got on TV and said, hey, we are not doing anything specifically race-based. Okay. A few months later, they go pass a bill that's an age of hate crime, and guess who the people they use to push it? The same people who was asking for them to do something, and they told, hey, we don't do anything for people. Are we gonna do anything for black people alone? No. And you know what? They stuck to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He told you weren't black if you didn't vote for him. Niggas looked over that. Like I told the lady today, I said he rubbed shoulders with segregationists, said he didn't want his kids to school with y'all. He wrote one fucked up crime law in the 80s and then followed that up with the 94 crime bill. He got in office. You think he reversed any of that? Nah, what he do? he go put more law enforcement in charge. Everything that he told y'all that day when he looked y'all in their face and said he was gonna do, he said, I don't got time to do it no more. He let somebody who ain't even an elected official tell him he couldn't give people $15 an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole list of shit that he ain't do. You know, like I tell people this all the time, because you know how black people is. You can't lie to my face and think we still finna be cool. So why do y'all keep allowing for this to be y'all politics? That's why is that y'all politics? Let the motherfucker lie in your face.
So with that, let me read that comment. Pep, shout out to Pep. He say, let's not get it twisted. Saginaw plays a big part with the elections are tight. It's proven. True indeed. Every city play a big part, so that's true indeed.
Yeah.
But it's probably not as big as a New York or Florida, but you combine. But it's Saginaw, when you put it with Michigan, it's just as big. All of it is real just as big.
I think what he alluding to is Saginaw County. And Saginaw County had, even in Forbes magazine, they listed all the counties and different areas that were most important in the election. And Saginaw County was like number 4 in the country. That's why he's here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's political capital that he needs here. And that's why the moment that was missed is so critical. You know what I mean? And so, man, I it's just something that I want to challenge us on. Like,
do you feel like when he went to Saginaw County, do you feel like he read the demographics, read what was what? You know what I mean? Like if you go into a game, right, and you see that the game it's a big game, but this majority of people, you go right there. We speak on the black people, we ain't looked at as that in that when he's looking at like, okay, well, let's go in Saginaw County, but this is where it's big at. And he said, no, you should go talk to the black people. He's like, no. Well, his people say maybe you should go. This is where Saginaw County is most influenced at, right here. Go here. But he avoid or don't go to where we feel like he should have went. But he might be looking at where the most influence might come from. Do you feel like that's probably it?
He went where it was more comfortable. You know, and you know, I'm very sure that the Saginaw County Democratic Party and even the Michigan Democratic Party, and that's the part that we don't really get into as black folks, is the levels of power within these parties. So you got the local Democratic Party that pulls a lot of weight. Then you got the state Democratic Party that's pulling. So those are the folks he's listening to, because he like, I ain't from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he gonna lean on his folks. And they like, nah, don't go over there and talk to the black folks. Like, come on over here. You know what I mean? Let's get the LGBT folks, and let's get, you know what I mean? Like, they boom. And he like, okay, you know what I mean? He just gonna go, you know what I mean, where he gonna go.
Like,
He gonna listen to his campaign. But but Jimmy just pointed out something too.
Yeah, he say, Jimmy E. Green, he says Trump doesn't need to do anything. That's the weakness of the Biden campaign. All he needs to do is hold his base, and he has. He beat every contender again. Biden is the one that needs to have the turnout. Trump's people will be there no matter what.
Facts.
Because he worked, because he did what he's supposed to do, as far as making sure his base stays satisfied. It's unlike the Democrats. The Democrats, what they do is look at their base and call their base stupid.
Yeah,
that's what they do. If you're not bougie and you're not on the level with them, then you stupid. And you know, that's why they excuse for everything is they don't know any better. No, people are taking the position they take it because they know better. You know what I'm saying? That's why you getting the flack you get, because people know better. It's not because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They clearly see what you about and they don't want to support you. And then on top of you not, then you're unwilling to bend in your message. You know,
and that's where the racism comes in.
Yeah,
there's no other reason why you don't shift to where you're based. The Democratic Party's base is black people. Let's be clear.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The white part of the Democratic Party, they're swing voters. They go either way. Like they don't like Biden, they'll go Trump. No question. You know what I mean? We're the ones that stay home 90% or 90%. Higher. We the ones voting Democrat.
Yeah, that's why they feel like they got that lot. Even locally, they don't even feel like they need to talk or do anything for us. You know, it's like, for what? Y'all gonna vote it anyway? Who else you gonna vote for? Because they already got you. They got you scared to not vote for them, but they got you scared to be like uncommitted. You know what I'm saying? For us, uncommitted would be a cardinal sin. You know, we would never hear the end of anything. If Biden lose, be prepared to be getting blamed as black people, as black men, or whatever, for whatever they failure is. Even locally, they'll say, "Hey, man," even though they didn't talk to nobody here personally on this call, they'll say, "Man, you guys didn't come out. And you didn't support us, and you didn't carry our message. You didn't carry our bucket for us." Well, it ain't shit in the bucket for me. What you mean, carry your bucket? Carry your own bucket, or leave it there. You know, and that be basically what it is we are part of a party that has absolutely no interest in us other than the benefit that our vote can bring. They don't have to do anything for. They've never had to do anything for it.
But see, that's my part of the whole political aspect of it. I kind of hate the political aspect of it, and it's like when you got Biden. Even before that, you had Obama 2 elections. You had Biden with Trump before that, then Biden. So you had Obama, you had Biden. They mostly dominated the last 14, about 12 out of the 16 years.
Yeah.
So it's like if you got somebody basically getting richer and richer and richer, they stop seeing what they probably used to see. You know what I mean? It's like you see somebody, he become a millionaire, 2 million, he ain't going back. He don't want to see that. So do you feel like that might be where the Democrat, they getting kind of bougie, like we said, bougie. They getting that disconnect.
I mean, well, that's they party is starting to cater more to that class thing Jeff talked about. That's what the Democratic Party is really catering to. What they really talking about is we really want to get the vote of middle class white ladies and white collar workers, and if we can pick up you dirty blue collar guys along the way, then we'll do it. But we won't ever put a focus on you. But hell no, why would we do that? You know what I'm saying? Like even when you look at old boy from the when they did with the strike, Sean, whatever it was his name is, he talked all that shit. You know what he did at the end of the day? He turned around and gave the man his endorsement.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of stuff that happens. So why would they even, like I said, on any level, have any kind of fear of the only people I've seen in the last 4, 5, or 10 years show any backbone has been the Arab community, because nobody else has done it.
Nope, not at all.
The Tea Party did it in like the early 2000s to the Republicans, and that party ain't never been the same since.
Yep.
They really wrecked the party. So they wrecked the Republican Party, and then they didn't even have a plan to rebuild it to be anything. They just kind of killed it. And it's still dying from the Tea Party. You know what I'm saying? And now the Democrat got they death shot. They think they're gonna let all the people from across the border. They think the people gonna come over here and vote for them. The people ain't gonna vote for them.
No, because they have aspirational whiteness. So they're gonna go right on the other side too.
Yeah, I just told one. I said I found that odd that you have an entire culture of your own to embrace, and you come here and you drop it.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's the country we in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those groups come in. You know what I mean? Knowing that anti-blackness is the way.
Yeah,
like, they can't come in and partner with us. That's a death sentence. You know what I'm saying? So what's the other option? You got to go the another way.
That's why
even our own folks that look like us, even the folks from Africa or the Caribbean, or they come in anti-black. Stay away from them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We going
that's why I don't tend to take up arms for other people's issues. I don't ever. It's unfortunate that these things are happening to these people, but you won't find me being front line for that kind of stuff, because you can't find any of them being front line for any of my issues.
Never.
Because what they do, they come and hijack it for themselves. Black Lives Matter turned into Asian Lives Matter. trans lives matter, Palestinian lives matter. They were supposed to be in solidarity with black people, and what they did
Man,
is they saw an opportunity to slide in,
take over.
and take over. Okay, y'all, what, you know, yeah, we know y'all going, but our cause is just a bit more important than yours.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna be quiet after I say this because
Yeah, we're gonna switch subjects because I mean we can
watching
go
them
all
get
day on
mad at
politics.
watching them become upset with us as a whole when the thing with Palestinian first started coming up, for us not really having too much to say and not wanting to, like, what we usually do is we usually be out in the front of everybody.
Oh, yeah, we
Don't
pushed
have
everybody.
anything to do with us, and it don't have anything to do with us, and it never will. But we'll be the first one to stand up and fight for you for it. And for them to not see us do that this time, they kind of threw them for a loop, and they didn't appreciate it, and they've been threatening us up ever since. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
Michael Rappaport, I wish I could meet that dude in person. Now, I'll take my charge. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the charge for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Just
Man,
put something on my
hey,
book, bro. Just put something
hey,
on my book, man. You know.
and we got into a heated discussion. Hoping everybody enjoyed it. We 40
Yeah.
something minutes into it, so before we get off, we're gonna change the subject on it, and we're gonna be doing politics a lot on here on Thawed News. I know Jeff and Kerry, both of us, they strong. One of their strong suits because there's so many. Check out Sports Talk. You'll see us talking sports. We got Win Life Talk. Talking about life events. So let's rap. We got so many. We got like 6 podcasts. So check them out. One of them might suit you. One of them might not. You know what I mean? But you might. I'm hoping you can enjoy them all. But salute to everybody that's checking us out when we talking about politics or some news events. So we're gonna switch up and talk about another news event. I don't know if maybe people heard about it, maybe they didn't. We're gonna talk about the Dak Prescott.
Oh yeah, I saw you. I saw that.
Yeah, did y'all read up on that a little bit? Did y'all
I
catch
didn't
up
get
on
it.
that little?
I saw it and I didn't get a chance to get into it, but I did see
Well,
you put that in the chat.
the basis of it, everybody know Dak Prescott, Cowboys
Mhm.
quarterback. He got sued where he actually suing a woman 2000 for something that went on in 2017. He sued her for $1 million because she sent him, or her and her lawyers sent him a threatening letter about taking him to court, and if he don't follow through with it, she gon' if he don't give him 100 million, she gonna sue him for sexual assault. Uh, After he got that, he sued her for $1 million and said I ain't never had unprotected, or I mean not unprotected, but unwanted sex with anyone.
Mhm.
So with that, he also put that's a disrespect to all of the rape victims. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that by her crying foul that he pointed at, that it ain't right that she doing that. So what do you feel about that situation? I know y'all don't know all of it, what's going on. It happened in 2000. It's supposedly, I'm gonna say supposedly on anything like that because we really don't know. But it's a big thing because it's 2017, which is 7 years ago. It's supposed to happen. It's just coming about. She sent them a letter. She didn't go to court. She didn't take it anywhere. Her lawyers and her sent him a letter and threatened that if he don't give him 100 million. So after he got the letter, his lawyers put it in court, sued her for $1 million.
Okay. Man, we see this over and over again with athletes, man, and it just seems like, you know what I mean, like nothing is Jimmy. Uh,
Jimmy say he should be sued for his playoff record. I
man,
agree.
yeah,
That one
man.
you lose.
Yeah.
We keep seeing it over and over again. I wish more of these athletes would talk to Derek Jeter, man, because he seemed to have it perfect. Like, he had NDAs and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
nobody talked about Derek Jeter, and Derek Jeter was like a heartthrob. He was always in people with different celebrity women and no scandals, nothing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, they need to go talk to him, man. Like, get his people. Like, what did y'all do? Because, man, and I know what it is. I mean, a lot of these athletes, man, you know, when you're that high level of an athlete, it takes a lot of them dudes is cornballs in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, because all
they don't do much
sports. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, to get anywhere outside of the locker room, now they like a fish out of water. You know what I'm saying? Like, so women is just, they see them as targets and they just latch on, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, next thing you know, it's a scandal. And, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got these mothers having babies with these chicks, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's one chick, Joy Chavis, that had a baby with Bow Wow and Future, and now somebody, like, it's a whole different world with athletes and celebrities, man. They, like, you know, because they're so great at their craft, like it's like tunnel vision. Like, that's the only world that they truly know. And so anything outside of that, man, they be like fish out of water. They be targets, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know.
And that's why I brung it up, because of that, like you said, the target. We see so much, like, I can't think of her name right now, but she supposedly got baby
Drea.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Cougar. And I think I forgot what athlete she with now.
What's his name? I think he with the Houston Rockets. What's his name?
Green.
Yeah, Jalen Green.
Yeah. And so
that's some crazy shit, man.
Yeah, so that's why I brought it up, is that these athletes, they should know they high profile targets a lot of ways.
Well,
the money that they
you
make.
know, they making all the money, and they probably got a bunch of yes men around them, so they probably like, man, I want her, and somebody make it happen. You know, it's like, you know, they ain't got nobody around them that's, you know, most of them don't have nobody around them that's gonna be like, man, chill out, dog. Like, no, like, that ain't what you want.
And we gotta remember, this was 2017. Dak Prescott wasn't at the, like, supposedly prestige level, even though he's losing a lot. This was 2017, 7 years ago. So, like Jimmy E. Green said, I hate the plantation owner, Jerry Jones, and the Cowboys. I'm with you on that. I hate the Cowboys too. But I just want to bring that up as far as, like, as far as athletes in general, with the situations, the baby situation with Jalen Green, and just the situation that Dak might have. I don't know. Well, we don't know if he put himself in that position.
Well, I
how
mean,
did this woman even come up with him?
Until they stop making it, until you stop rewarding people for that type of thing, it ain't gonna happen. You know, they all know that there's no recourse. They could just, if I get in there, who gonna get me out of there? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
they sent a letter to him to threaten him, like they put it as extortion. So
here,
it's
having
that can hit her.
Until they make it to where, you can't get rich off of having kids. Baby, after your second celebrity child, you can't collect anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do something. Or it's going to turn into a situation where somebody's life going to be put in danger, or we're going to have another Ray Carew situation. Because they're not doing anything they still haven't, even after that happened, they haven't done anything to curb that type of abuse from going on with them young men. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just women who abuse them. It's also other men, other people who latch on. Now, if men start doing this kind of thing and taking advantage of people like that, then all of a sudden then you're going to start seeing rules and regulations on it. And maybe that's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
Do
y'all think it's probably what they think of football players? Do you think it's what they think of? Do you think it's probably what they think of past, or what they feel like? Do you think it's some past president that people just say, I can send them a letter and tell them, hey, send me $100 million, or I'm gonna put it out there?
Yeah, they think that's the thing. It's like I said, it's predatory. They easy prey. No. You see how people talk about people with money, athletes and money? They don't even want to hear them talk about nothing.
Yeah, everybody know what so and so got signed to.
Yeah,
I'm sure some people got a notepad and be like,
there's no respect. I still say that, to me, they should not even be. Shouldn't even be talking about these men's salaries. That should be a secret. You know what I'm saying? Why we supposed to? Okay, it's cool. We know he signed a new contract. Why we got to know how much his contract is for? Why is that pertinent to any of us?
Yeah. Salute to you, Jimmy E. Green. He said, I love your show, fellas. Going to run, but I'll join next time. Keep your voices loud and constant. No doubt, no doubt. If you want,
Appreciate that.
holler at Jeff or holler at us, man, Mr. Jimmy E. Green, and get you on the show and let you speak your piece and
Jimmy
let
would be
people
great
know
on
what
the
you
show,
feel.
man.
You know what I mean?
He would be great on the show for sure.
Yeah. We definitely an open invite whenever you want to join in and come on the show and kick it with us as we talk about news events. We pick certain topics of news events. We might it ain't misleading, but we don't just talk about all the news, but we're gonna pick out certain events and we're gonna talk about it.
No doubt.
Yeah, so peace out to you. Salute, my brother. He say peace. So salute to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but man, it's a tough situation, man. I mean, even you can name even more like Zion Williamson. He out here with the porn star. You know what I'm saying? Then he had another baby. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I often think like, what would I? Because I feel like, man, if I was a team owner, like I would have to lock you into some stuff contractually, like, dog, like look, because my money on the line here, like,
it's just they like I said, the only way you're gonna fix that is if you have some kind of policy that states that if you had this kid, everybody got half and half in this kid. You can't collect on this kid unless this person, does thing A, B, or C, and then we can go proceed forward. But from the moment that you have this kid with this person, it is both of y'all got the primary custody. This person get the baby 6 months. This person get the baby 6 months. And so either y'all gonna stay together or y'all gonna be switching back and forth. And until they do some things like that and stop allowing for one person, one party to be the sole benefactor, because you shouldn't be a benefactor period for having a kid. That shouldn't even be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Or you should have a way that, okay, yeah, you can get this money, but you got to get your own money. This money goes in the trust funds for kids until they're 18.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question as far as that, both of y'all fellas. Do you think that's just part of American history, or do you think that's something that's worldwide? Do it seem like that's
I think that's just some stuff to go on here. Me personally, I just think it's some Western philosophy, some Westernized philosophy. You know what I mean? It's basically, it only go on because it's profitable to somebody. Because I swear to God, if it wasn't profitable to somebody, we wouldn't be doing this. They would have been done stopped it.
But
it's profitable to the system. That's what it is. That's what I was gonna say. That's the reason it happens, because you know what I mean. Like, somebody like me, I ain't rich, but I pay child support. You know what I'm saying? Like, the person that I pay child support to didn't get all the money.
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you pay X amount, but they ain't get X amount. Like, it was fees and things that came out of that money. And so that's the answer. Capitalism. I mean, like, because, to me, you know what I mean? If we're going to be fair about it, if it was really about being fair, like from the moment that child is born, it should be joint custody.
That's what I was saying. 50-50.
Until somebody shows themselves to be unfit, like at least joint custody.
A, B, or C. You don't get paid until you you can show us that person is unfit.
And the reason I brought that up is because the technical parts of it. You know what I mean? She didn't go to the court system, didn't get a test kit, didn't go through anything. 7 years later, you send them an extortion letter. You know what I mean? That was it's not questioning probably if it happened, but the route that they went through, you didn't file it in 2017. It's 7 years later now.
Should be thrown out at that point. Should have been thrown out when you seen that it was an extortion attempt. It should have been thrown out. It shouldn't even went this far. But me and Jeff were saying, somebody stand to make a benefit, to make a profit off of it, they're gonna let it go.
This is what I'm saying, Kerry. Nobody knew about it. It's saying she sent it to him, and he said, "Oh, I'm suing her," and he took it to court.
Oh,
he was the only one who knew about it when they sent him a letter. They sent it, and she had her lawyers write him a letter and demand $100 million, or she taking it to court. And he said, "Wait a minute," and he went the right route to me.
Yeah,
He didn't, you know what I mean? He went the right route. He said, I'm gonna put this in court and I'm suing you for defamation or for extortion. This ain't something that's supposed to be. Now, if he wouldn't have did that, it probably would have never been known. Probably never would have been to court until if it happened. Then she say, "Okay, you ain't gonna give me no money."
Yeah.
Later, 2026, now it comes out. He could have went that route where it comes out 2 more years later, but it didn't because he sued her.
Hmm.
He took it to the court system. She didn't. She just sent him a letter like, "Here, this is give me $100 million and I won't say nothing."
Well, she should just be going to jail. It shouldn't even be no question for that. She should be prosecuted.
That's the part. That's the part right there. I feel like.
Yeah.
But
It shouldn't even be no question.
The problem is with the system, he got to prove not his innocence and prove that she. You know what I'm saying? It's already like you're not gonna probably believe it. It's hitting the system. It's hitting where that y'all already believe I did this. You know what I mean? A lot of people ain't gonna look at it like I'm the one that took it to court. Do that. I'm the one that's going out there and saying, "Look, this is wrong." No, he got to prove himself now. It's like he got to. You didn't go into the right. You ain't go to right channels and proper channels. Trying to say I did something to you. You came to me on some hush hush here. That should automatically, in a way, say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you $1 million because no, this is wait a minute, this ain't." And we don't have that kind of protection for him. It's like now he got to prove himself.
Yeah. And like I said, there should be something in place for that. It shouldn't even be she should even the focus shift should have been onto her at that point. It should have been onto her lawyer at that point for even because out of all people involved, he know better than anybody to not write letters of extortion.
Like, the headlines right now is you see the headlines now is Dak Prescott.
Yeah. I mean, it's always gonna fall on you as the man with the money. You know, you gonna be the one that's gonna have to lose. But I guess he done already said, well, shit, I'll take my loss. I'm gonna take my lump. I'm gonna get myself the lump though. You ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
He took it in his own. He took it power. Yeah. To me, it feel like he took the power back by taking it to the court.
Yeah. I mean, I might get my name might get dirty a little bit, but it'll be on my terms. You know what I'm saying?
First thing I'm gonna say as a judge is, woman, this happened in 2000. Why you didn't say nothing then? Why? And then why did you pass him a letter? I'm gonna ask her a lot of questions. I ain't gonna be at him as much. I want to know, why did you do this? Why did you go this route? Why did you not come to and file it right when it happened? And why didn't you, even if you didn't feel like speaking about it, why didn't you bring it to us and not even talk or try to contact him?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree.
I sue her. Every time she get a check, it'll be going straight to my account.
He sued her for $1 million.
Yeah. Every time she got a check, it'll be going straight to my account.
That's the problem that I felt with the system, is that she don't got to prove that it happened in the way he already going. Once the headlines read, because her name ain't going to be out there, his name, Dak Prescott. Now it becomes hard to, if it go to trial, it get hard to get a juror. They already see the visual.
She'd have to move to Mars messing around with me because she wouldn't be able to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? My money long like that too. I'll make sure her life will live in hell. And he can do it because he got money and he got pulled. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that he part of that network, that if he make enough noise, you know, she probably gonna have a hard time anyway, because like, why would you even, you know, you that's why she asked for the money the way she asked for the money. She already knows what it is. She want to collect and go on. She want to collect and go on and sling back up under that rock she came out from up under.
You know, that's what I feel. It's not about anybody that's been a victim of sexual assault, because that's something I don't condone as a man. You know what I mean? At any point. But if you a victim, go right then. Don't give that man that did something wrong to you a chance. 7 years. That's what makes it hard to believe. And if I'm a judge, I'm gonna say 7 years plus money. It makes you questionable. But somehow I feel like that gonna be the one questionable.
Yeah. Even if he ain't got no other record of doing it, she could be the only person that said he did it out of all it. It don't matter. That don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That don't matter. You know, she could be seen as a liar and been seen as a liar in 7, 8 other situations. None of that mattered at that point.
And,
You know what I'm saying? So
and
that's a red.
that's where they need to do something as far as anybody lying on that to protect the
Yeah.
real people that went through it. You know what I mean? To protect it, and don't make it a joke out of it. Don't make it a money grab out of it. You know what I mean? If for anybody that's really a victim, that should hurt them too, because it makes it like, I don't know, make it kind of just what people won't believe.
You know, it's hard to do it something because that kind of situation is so funny. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't really want to tell somebody that we don't really think that happened to you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you don't want to see somebody pay for something that they didn't do either. But
we done seen that happen.
But we at the point now where the accuser is always going to trump the accused, no matter what.
And the problem with that is so much history on that. We can go back to the days of slavery. We can go back to when black men would get with maybe a white woman and she didn't want her people to know, and when they found out, he did something wrong to me. There's so
and one
much
of the
history
things
to
to be you have to keep everybody's name secret until the verdict comes out. That would avert a lot of stuff. Me personally thinking, and that's what I think. You know, it would save a lot of people's reputation that didn't need their reputation ruined. You think about the kicker from the Bills. He didn't do anything, but he can't get a job anymore, and he didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? And the person who put the accusation on him, they walking around without having no problem. They free. Might have got paid. Got paid.
Yeah. So it's a crazy situation. It's a crazy situation. I advise. I think it just came out, so it's something that hopefully it don't pick up steam. But I don't think it's the last time we don't heard about this situation. So it's just something I wanted to bring up.
She'll cut it out while she can.
Yeah, she probably pissed off that he put it in the court system. I mean, we don't know how they feeling, but she like, motherfucker, you kept that between us. We don't know how it's gonna be or how they feel, but it's something that it might get bigger.
You know what? Just because it might hit her lawyer worse than her. You know, because like I said, he into the law. You know, you don't supposed to. Why would you, as a lawyer, even get into that? Because you already know what the situation out here is.
She overshot her shot too, though.
Yeah, overshot.
You asked for 100 million.
100 million, bro. If I'm a lawyer, I'm gonna look and say, you sure you want to do this?
If she'd asked for 2, he might have been like.
She seen Cassie get that 30 million. She seen Cassie get 30 million in a day.
Man.
So she was like, hey.
She should have asked for 2, about 5 or something. He probably would have considered, like, do I want this out here?
Yeah.
With that.
So if I'm a lawyer, they gonna look at that with his integrity. They gonna look at it like, you know, what's going on with this? You know, 100 million. Did you look at it and say, give her some advice, maybe?
They was drinking, man. They was drinking or something when they came up with that plan, man.
They
was at Applebee's at the table with some margaritas. How much?
100 million.
First thing, if I'm a judge, I mean, if I'm the lawyer that's writing that, I gotta ask you: did you do a kit? Do you got all your eggs in the basket? Do you know if he shoot this down or something happen, he might come at us? You know what I mean? I gotta ask questions.
Bread. That's all they see. Bread.
He said, "You want 100 million? Yeah, let's."
Yeah, he like shit.
Should ask more questions.
I'm gonna get 20.
He said 100 million after he took a shot. He said 100 million. Hey, you definitely drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, she overshot her. But like I said, they was really counting on being able to put that information out there before he put that information out there and letting the public court of opinion do what it do best, which is push you into a corner as the accused and don't give you any other choice but to give this person what the fuck they asked for.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
They probably thought, we'll say 100 and then he'll bargain. Like,
he'll come down a little bit.
Yeah, I'll give you 10. You know,
like no.
If I'm the judge, if I'm the judge, I'm going right after that lawyer. I'm asking things for the integrity purposes.
And the thing is she could end up with no money and jail time for being a criminal for real.
Yep.
If she in the right spot, yeah. You know, you the criminal here, you just tried to get that man to give you $100 million under the table, you know.
And that's real tough. And like I said, as a judge, you gotta first thing in his mind probably gonna pop up if you did this, why did you bring it to court? You know what I
Now
mean? You
that
know,
she look
fight
like his
sound.
daughter,
No,
now she
no, I'm
look
talking
like
about.
his daughter. She cool. She ain't gonna go through nothing.
It's possible because it does things shift like that. So, but
Yeah.
things do shift like that. But I gotta ask. I gotta ask. Say, hey, he the one brought it to the court system. You didn't. You
Yeah.
didn't bring it to us.
Yeah.
She didn't bring it to us. So as a judge, I gotta automatically think that's one notch. I'm thinking like, why didn't you bring it to us?
You better than me, J-Jack. You giving them people they don't move like that, man. They
Hey.
don't show that type of sense, man. They don't. Yeah, you giving them a whole lot of space, man. Because I don't know, they don't really be that kind of. They don't be that type. They probably that type of smart. They just don't act like it. You know, they're just
Hey,
like they don't.
that's true.
Yeah,
Hey,
they don't.
look. So look, hey, we appreciate anybody that done joined us. We're in the hour. We're hour and 5. We said we're gonna keep this to an hour.
Yeah.
Last show went 2 hours and 30 minutes. So y'all go check that out. It's longer. If you only caught half, go watch the other half. You know what I mean? Go. So we gonna be on here. Try to be on here next week Fridays. Fridays at 8:00 p.m. Eastern
Prime time.
Prime
Yeah.
time. And we had quite a few people on here, man. We appreciate everybody that checked us out. Go ahead, push like or heart. Appreciate you if you can do that, or subscribe to our YouTube or wherever you are watching, or share it. You can share it. We appreciate it. Don't cost a dime. Just we appreciate it if you do. If you can't, hey, it ain't nothing held against you. We're gonna be out here and hopefully we rock with you the next time and we get your approval and get your support to say I'm gonna share it for them. So we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna keep pushing product out here and hopefully more people support us and share. So this Thawed News, man, got your host Jeff Bulls, Kerry Cooper, J-Jack, myself. It's just been an
I'm
honor and
ready.
a pleasure, man. Anything y'all want to say, fellas, before we get on off here?
Uh, my my Spotify page is finally up and running. So if you look up Obi-Wan Coupe DeVille, hey man, I got tracks on there. You can listen to, some when you're studying or whatever. Just put the little music on, let it play. Show your boys some love. Oh yeah, I
No
do
doubt.
have a narration channel on YouTube. I got a few stories up. I'm not ready to share it yet, but give me about another 2 weeks. I'll be dropping the link for that on y'all too.
No doubt. We all working. We all working. And Jeff, you got anything you want to pop off?
Man, just salute to everybody that rock with us, man, and everybody in the comments, man. I know we all appreciate the support. And
Yeah.
other than that, man, check us out. Check me out on SaginawCap.com, doing a lot of community work. So we appreciate the support.
All right.
No doubt. I want to salute everybody that's rocking with us, man. Salute to Yacht Life Chronicles. You know what I mean? For the gear, Saginaw Zone. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the designers out there. Shout out to all the podcasters, the creatives in Saginaw. Salute to you. Salute to the Arkansas, too. Showing your boy mad love. Salute to Louisiana and Texas, too. Anywhere you watching Thawed Magazine or checking out the articles or the magazines or the podcast, we salute you for that. Appreciate all the support. We're gonna get on off here and catch us next week, and we bring some more intellectual topics. So if you like intellectual topics and thought provoking discussions, check us out. We
All
ain't
right.
gonna just dumb it down for views and for likes. That ain't something we're gonna do. If only 2 people want to rock with us and be on an intellectual tip, then that's cool. We ain't gonna just change it up and try to get masses of people that just want to see us do something silly. I mean, we do got comedy type of things, but this ain't it right here. So
Yeah.
this ain't it right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it intellectual on this Thawed News. So hopefully, we got hopefully I say 2 intellectual brothers, and I say hopefully one more with me. I'm hoping. Hey, so salute to everybody, man. Appreciate it. We're gonna get on off of here. Salute.
All right, y'all. Holla, man.